Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, so today I actually get some switches, new switches to test it out. And also I will try to max one of my keyboard to try that on the POM Plate. Okay, so without further ado, let's unbox the switch. Yeah, so this is the switch I got sent to, and lovely some candy. Actually, I like those candies a lot. I probably will buy some myself later. And they're from Infinite Key. And yeah, let me send the link of the switch so that if you want to buy it later, you will know where to find. So this is their logo, the Infinity Key. And I like these stickers a lot. It's so cute. I'm actually collecting most of my stickers around here. Actually not a lot, just around here, but yeah, I have some places to put all the stickers. These are so cute. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me adjust my microphone a little bit. Cool. Okay, so we got two boxes. So one box. Let me see which one is which. Music loud. Okay, let me just change a little bit. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Actually. Yeah, just 1 second. Adjusting my microphone. Okay, sorry about any noise that caused. Okay, so we got two packs. One pack is the UHMWPE version. So the stamps are supposed to be much smoother than the traditional POM. And let me check the specs here. So we got really long pull, 3.69mm travel with 63.5 G springs. And it's 5-pin and it's really long pull. And the other version we got is the non-UMH. Actually, I cannot really remember those 6 letters. UHMWPE. So this is the UHMW. Yeah, we just call it like OO version. Okay, so this is the OO version. This is the non-OO version. So you can see it has different stem color, so it's very easy to distinguish. And we're going to open them up to check it out. And I probably will compare some of my computer switch. Thanks for the follow. And also I have some Durock POM switch that we can compare how long the pull is. So these switches are supposed to be really smooth out of the box. So ideally they don't need to loop, but yeah, maybe we'll try to loop some to see the difference. Okay, I still think, yeah, if I'm not using my camera, maybe I will do it later. You got the pink ones from GB. Yeah, the pink definitely looks nice. So I got sent the yellow ones. Maybe that's the natural color of a cow. Okay, so let's try to open up. So the version of the non-Uhmwpe version is actually having less trouble. Let me check non-Uhmwpe version. So it has 3.14 millimeter trouble. So I'm actually curious why they are different. So probably let's open up and see if there's any difference between the pool. Yeah, just like by opening up, you can see it's really long pool. Yeah, let me show that close up. And we also have the long pool of the non-Uhmwpe version. I think the non-Uhmwpe version is even longer. So you can see the white one is already long, but the black version is even longer. So the white one is the Uhmwpe version, and the black one is the non-Uhmwpe version. So it's actually longer. So we are going to compare that with our other two long pool friends. One is called Kompito from. It's basically similar as Marshmallow but longer pool. And I like using that a lot. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be long pool, but compared to the cow switch here, I don't think it's long that long. We definitely have a good competition here. Yeah, because it's looped, I don't want to touch it with my hand. Okay, what's the best way to show? So Kompito is like this as long pool, but we have the Uhmwpe version, actually even longer pool. Yeah, I like those popping sounds. So that's the Kompito. I feel like if it has better availability, Kompito is like my favorite switch of all time. But just because how it's not very easy to get, I won't rate that highly because availability is what I care a lot. So the next one up is the POM, the Durock POM. Okay, let's see what's the best way to show the comparison. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, I definitely loop. It's really hard to catch the stem, huh? Okay, definitely want to tilt it a little bit. So you can see even the long pool of Durock POM is still not comparable with our Uhmwpe version. And the non-Uhmwpe version is even longer. So if you just want to get the longest pool, switches outwards, the cow switch is definitely the one you should go. You don't remember which one you got? Yeah, anyway, just recap, we have the Uhmwpe version, which is the white, and the non-Uhmwpe version, which is the black. And you can see they are super long, longer than other long pool switches we got. You don't remember, you weren't told? Oh, that's interesting. And I just try to, press by my hand a little bit. They're pretty smooth without even loop anything. So this is the Kompito sound. This is the non-Uhmwpe version, definitely louder. And this is the Uhmwpe version. I think the longer the pool is, the louder it is. That's based on my preliminary findings. But yeah, I think overall the smoothness is pretty good without loop. And the spring noise, I don't think there's noticeable spring noise even without loop. And non-Uhmwpe version definitely loud. So if you compare with Holee Panda and Holee Panda, let me open up one. Actually, this is not Holee Panda. Oh, this is the Holee Panda. Holee Panda is supposed to be Uhmwpe tactile switch as well. Okay, I need to open up one Uhmwpe version. Okay, maybe let me use my stamp holder. That's probably easier. Okay, yes. So this is the Holee Panda. And try to compare with our thanks for follow. Yeah, you can see no matter which switches I'm trying to compare, they cannot compete how long the pull is with our cow switch. So the cow is the goat on the Uhmwpe market. Yeah, hello friends. So it's morning at my time, I don't know. It's morning, afternoon, evening at your time, but yeah. Happy weekend. And love to see all these switches. Thanks for the follow, Logic Cat Official. You hope you got the Non-Uhmwpe super long. Yeah, I think they're super nice popping sound. I already can feel that. So why don't we just like put on our keyboard before I even like assemble the keyboard? I mean, not the same keyboard. And try to do very initial typing sound comparison. So we've got this KFE keyboard, which okay, I got the PC plate, so maybe we can try something here. So let me grab the switch out. Okay, I think there's problem on this keyboard, like when I try to swap the switches, because of the PC plate, all the new switches never clip in, so maybe we will leave it for later. So let's probably build the keyboard and try to compare sounds, because I'm going to min-max my keyboard. So this one is min-maxed, but I probably have to min-max another keyboard and try it from scratch, because I find this keyboard, like when I use the PC plate, every time I try to swap the switch, it definitely like not clipping, so definitely not good. Okay, so the keyboard we are going to build is the Meridian. It's definitely tight, the PC plate, and also very flex. So whenever you like take out one switch and put it back, it kind of, the PC plate flex to make it very hard to clip that switch in, unless you kind of like holding that with your tweezer, but it's definitely harder to do that. Okay, so let's bring our keyboard here. Actually, where's my keyboard? Not sure if people know about the keyboard. Start work on your LCK 675. Yeah, I built that one. I think I like the knob on that and also the aesthetic of it. And which case are you getting? Because depends on the case. It might be different sound than what I built. But I think that's a super awesome layout. No case for it. So it's just like plain FR4 stacked, like FR4 plate or even plateless. Yeah, so this is the keyboard we are going to build, and we are going to get the POM plate. Yeah, 1 second, let me find my plate. So this is aftermarket cut POM plate. And let's see if the switches can fit nicely. Yeah, definitely have the nice clicking sound whenever you pop that switches in. So because I'm going to Mil-Max set, maybe I will build the left side, the Uhmwpe version, and the right side, the Non-Uhmwpe version. So it become a really interesting build. And the PCB. So the PCB, what I'm going to do is Mil-Max set. So I'm using 3035. The Uhmwpe and Non-Uhmwpe, yes. The 0305. So it's actually the longer version of the socket. And I think people mentioned it's working on this keyboard with the case. So I'm probably going to use that, and I already put them in and use my Teflon tape to protect that, so I can just solder that right in. Long story. Okay. Yeah, desolder is not fun unless you have the FR301. That's pretty neat. And one more thing to open that is what we called thanks for follow to CNQ1994. Okay, so this one is the equalized PCB screwing stabilizers V3. Yeah, I don't know if people ever used that before, but I got from China. And this is pretty much like the packaging of the V3. A box with a bunch of things. So we have the housing, it's black, it's the default color. It doesn't go with any fancy color of C3. So the stems, yeah, this is C3. And the regular, like the wire. So the wire looks pretty plain, and you might mess up with like, you know, those bad quality wire, but they claim the V3 wire was balanced out of the factory, so you don't need to balance the wire. And we also have this one. So the most interesting part is this pack. It's called Equalized Stabilizers Film. So we have a lot of things inside. Yeah, this is definitely a new one. I just got it recently. So we got a bag of film. What does those film do? It's an interesting thing. Yeah, let me read through what they are doing. Okay. So apparently, these are the stickers on the PCB. Then you can put some additional film on that. And you have different thickness that you can put that pad in. So these are the 3 thickness that you can put here. I don't know if you can see the cutout. Let me open that. Is that for Holee mode, FC mode? I'll put on the PCB. So this is the one put on the PCB, but there is more. I can show that. Okay. Let me see if I should use this one. But definitely depends on your preference. It could be something you can try out yourself. But this layer, let me check. Yeah, it's like traditional band-aid mode, but with the center area cut out. So not sure if we can see. Yeah, so if you look at outline, this is pretty much the sticker switch, but in the center is a cutout. And then with the cutout, you can potentially just like put different inserts with different thickness. So you want to reduce the travel or do anything, like it has different thickness of the insert. So you can construct your own switch film. Well, technically I don't really like on this one, so I probably don't usually use it here, but the other interesting pack is this one. I think this is supposed to go inside the stem of the stabilizers, so potentially it's for the Holee mod. We're going to try it today. And I'm not sure for this one. It's also very thin, but it's much thicker. So this is the thicker version, and this could be the thin version. Okay, it's really hard to capture. So this is the thin version that could go into the stabilizers, and this could be the thicker version. But yeah, let me try to read off something on their website because I don't want to mess up. Okay. Wait a second. So let me see if it's possible to do that. So it's supposed to be Holee mod, but you don't need to cut your own bandage. Yeah, I don't think this one is supposed to be used here because it's too thick. It definitely stopped that from doing trouble. So I wonder what this for. Yeah, 10 of these. Yeah, let me try to see if I can do just one of them to show how that works, but I probably will do all of them. But yeah, since this is kind of unboxing, other than what we have the cow switch here, we also have a time to check the C3 V3 stabilizers. Yeah, I hate the name now. Like it's C3, but also V3. But this round 3 before, that's actually the V2 or V1 version of it. So there's no way to know which version you're on right now without explicit saying like where you get that and how, like what does that use for. Okay, so it's really hard to take out from this pad. I don't even know if it has any. Yeah, I guess I just didn't take it out correctly because it didn't get a safe layer of that, so it didn't stick anything. Yeah, taking out stickers or the film is the hardest part. Applying is another level hard. Okay, so we got these stickers. So this is the stickers I got out from the package. Then what shall we do is given this stem and try to insert. Okay, I'm trying to do one without the camera focus. And it's all black, it's really hard to see whether I get it through or not. So I'm trying to insert these stickers into the stem. I wonder how long I will spend to make it work. It's so niche. Yeah, I promised my girlfriend I will finish this build quickly, but I don't think I can now. It's so scuffed. Okay, this film is really hard. Unless I'm using the wrong one. You did Holee mod with Band-Aid? Yeah, I think the Band-Aid doesn't really do well on like continuous using with loop, so I don't know how Holee mod will really sustain enough. So I usually like look for the mod that lasts for multiple months until I try it out, because sometimes the mods was good right after you did the first time, but it may not be for long term. So for tape mod, I don't know if you want to swap that build, like do you untape that and will that destroy your PCB, right? So that's something I'm really worried about. Oh, and also it kind of like collide together, and oh, it's really hard. Yeah, I don't know how to expand that now. It's just like so small. They should give me 2-pack. I feel like that's very easy to mess up like this. I need to expand it. So I think I will rate the idea 9 out of 10, but I rate the implementation 5 maybe. It's good intention, but like once it's stuck, it's really hard to get it in the original shape. And not sure if I can even apply this one easily. Unless there's a good technique on it. Maybe you need 2 persons who are doing the Holee mod. So one is pushing the film, one is pulling the film. Okay, so let's see if that can be captured here. So yeah, basically applying the foam across where the wire will meet it. Okay, really hard to see. Yeah, it's all black, so it's really hard to really see through. Like from the camera or even from real life, I cannot really see if it applies perfectly or not. But yeah, let's just try to use a wire to have a test. So we are not going to use any of like longer wire because we are building the Meridian. And once you have the wire inside, yeah, definitely use the thinner film. The longer film, you probably don't even do that. So once you do that, yeah, you can definitely feel the wire has some like resistance when pushing in because of the film length. But once you do that, yeah, you can feel a little bit gasket feeling. So probably reduce the metal sound. Okay, one thing, let me check something. Okay, cool. So we got one in. How many should we get? Like, I'm doing the split backspace, so probably I need to get another 7. Yeah, it could be a long stream if this step takes a long time to do. But yeah, I'm trying to see whether this film, like what does this film do? Yeah, I don't think it will go inside the stem. Too thick. And will that go? Yeah, it didn't like doing that. So this is like 0.1 millimeter. And did it say anything here? Oh, so this is the 0.2 millimeter. And this one, it didn't say. Why it didn't say that? It probably like 0.3. Yes, it's 0.3 millimeter. So that's the difference thickness you can go with the stickers on the PCB. And for the stem, I think that's only one thickness. But chat, like how do you get the stickers or the band-aid for your Holee mod, because I had trouble finding the good band-aid to work on. Some band-aid I just put it the first time into the stem, then it loses the thickness right away. So I don't even know how is the best stickers or the band-aid to go. You never tried Holee mod? Lucky you, this is painful. Yeah, if I'm working on my own build nowadays, I'm not trying to do Holee mod anymore. It's just like so painful to do it. Look at how much time I spend on putting these stickers or the band-aid. But yeah, if the client asks me to do that, I will gracefully do that with some surcharge, because definitely take time. Okay, still need to find out the good way to do that. Okay, so you insert from the other side, then if you have a third hand, then you can try to use your tweezer to push it down. Plumber mod. What is plumber mod? Why people keep inventing new words? And OG people don't really understand now. Okay, it's easy to insert if you make it really stick, but then it's really hard to put back your tweezer. Okay, definitely need patience on this step. Either patience or luck. Teflon tape on Y instead of normal band-aid. Oh yeah, so it's like the Y and mod. Yeah, I might try that, because it feels like that's either easier or like good for long term. Yeah, not sure if using two tweezer will help. Really had hard time to do that, huh? Yeah, I think I understand what I should do, but it just had hard time to do it. And I usually don't have a fat finger either. So I wonder how people actually can do the Holee mod that quickly, or nobody does it quickly. Okay, somehow I got that in. Now I need to adjust that to be perfect. Is that even possible? Like if I didn't do it perfect on the first try. Okay, tweezer work. Yeah, if you've been in this hobby for a while, you will realize how much you have to practice your tweezer to be like your extension for the finger, and adjust the tweezer to be in a good grip. Yeah, why do I say grip? Anyone watch like F1 game? F1 racing game? Yeah, I watched the one this morning. I really like that. I don't know, I feel like I'm usually a fan of the stronger player because they won't disappoint me. But yeah, I think I'm a fan of Lewis for several years, since maybe the first year he came out, so it's like being 13 years already. What is that TKL? That is called KFECE. So I got it from the in-stock drop they have, but they also have the GB version of that. Oh, so yeah, that command is wrong. My mod is not here. So the Piggy60 is in the other room. Let me see if I can change the command. Oh, is it worth doing? Yeah, probably worth doing. It's just like some words here. So the switches I'm building here is Inc 808. It's a super nice looking switches. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so we already got 3 done. Whew. Yeah, in case you just joined the stream, so this stream I'm going to build this Meridian with mu-maxed PCB, which I haven't done that, but I already insert all the socket in. And I'm going to build with the cow switches, and I supposed to build either one, but now I decide I can build both the Uhmwpe version and the Non-Uhmwpe version, just because I can with the mu-maxed PCB. And currently I'm doing the Holee mod for the C3 stabilizers, and the reason I'm doing that because the C3 V3 stabilizers I got apparently have all the stickers for the Holee mod, so I'm thinking why not. And I was wondering why they don't really apply that stickers from factory. Now I understand, it's just so hard. So I have no idea how people are doing Holee mods with their favorite band-aid, but these stickers are definitely not a good thing to insert. So yeah, so what I'm doing here is like if you have the cutout here and you want to insert your film, this film, which is also maybe band-aid or gasket or whatever you call that. And like you insert from one side, you try to get it from the other side, but if there's any other better way, maybe I just like present from one side and try to grab from the other side. Is that even possible? Okay, so if I try to insert my tweezer here from one side, okay, it's already being like compressed, so it's really hard to grab that out. Okay, and also the stem are moving, so maybe I will try to put something on top. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Okay. SP mod easier to do after a while. Like, what do you mean by after a while? After a while of you doing stabilizers modding, or after like you tried a bunch of methods and wonder if this is the best? Okay, so yeah, if I present a little bit more with my tweezer, I have to extract. Okay, almost scuffed. After doing so many, yes, me too. I think after a while I just decide to use dielectric grease, and if it's ticking, I just add more dielectric grease. So the old way, but working way. Like Holee mods or FC mod or any mods, they are a novelty. They sounds good, they perform maybe well, but it's not working when you have, you know, like 10 boards to build in the pipeline. Okay, getting there, getting there. I need another tweezer on the other side to push it down. Then I can it's just hard. Yeah, especially like the time you spend on this one, you are not sure how long term they are. It's definitely something discouraging. Okay, yeah. I think the one thing I hate about this is you cannot really do that after you loop the stabilizers. So you have to do it at the first time. So even I want to, you know, try some A/B tests, I don't want to try it if I'm going to do it anyway, because if I already loop my switches, sorry, not switches, the stems, otherwise I'm going to lose the chance to apply this filter later. But yeah, I'm still thankful that C3 give this out within the package so that you don't need to cut yourself. The only thing is it's probably too thin. It's probably too, how do I say that? Like too soft. So it doesn't really like get through easily. You test that? Okay. Yeah, how's the tester work? Does it just like allow you to test the stabilizers on a like plain FR4, like fake PCB? Okay. Another tweezer here. And drop my tweezer there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting it quicker and quicker now. But I won't say the quality is better. It's probably as bad as the first one. But since they are thin, they are not interfere with the wire too much. So I cut it down. Yeah, I think that's useful when you try different mods. And for me, I usually like, you know, try the novelty mods on the stabilizers on my personal board. If I build next one, then I might apply that to the client board. But the question is, I don't really build my personal board a lot since I just have so many clients boards. Then it end up with like trying out new stabilized mods not very frequently. So this is one thing I will try on my own board, but not likely I will do it again on the client board because it's so pissed off. Thanks for the sub. Okay, I need to either do a worse job so I can be quicker, or I need to find the shortcut doing that. Okay, so I can insert, then maybe I will use another tweezer to pull it from the other side. Okay. Have you ever used like two tweezers together with your left hand and right hand? and try to play with such small. Okay, I got it from the other side, but then it's out of the range again. Okay, so I put it back. Can I find it? Yeah, I think it's a bad idea for C3 to try this out with a black stem. Cause black, it's really hard to see the same like color of film on the other side, so you don't really know what's going on. Okay, I think it's lose the stickiness after you've done so many tries. So I should be gentle. This is probably the worst I've ever done on a stabilizer's modding career. Worst means like the time I spent, and I don't know how much effectiveness it is. Oh god. Is it painful to look at me by doing this? Or it's funny to watch that? But I definitely feel like I'm painful myself. I'm not like nervous, I'm just like struggled. Okay, I need to get this done. And yeah, feels like it's getting there. How many left? Last one. Okay, finally we almost come to the end. Wait, maybe last two. Yeah, last two. Yeah, if you're doing for a client, I won't just do it for, you know, like the regular price. It'll probably take me much more time than, you know, soldering a whole keyboard to do the Holee mod. Even Mumax socket solder. That's something I already mastered, that I don't feel like I need to spend an hour to do it. But this one, it's so fucking hard. And I don't really find a good material for the Holee mod stickers. Are people using like Teflon tape for this as well? Or just regular band-aid? That's why I like the idea C3 is doing this. Okay. Huh. Yeah, this may be the first time I use C3 V3 stabilizers with this sticker film thing, and it may be my last time. Yeah, if I call it a review, I would say this is definitely anti-human. I wonder how they are testing the stickers. Yeah, if it's easy, they should just do it. If it's hard, they should not sell it. It's how fucked up, I would say. Okay. Whew. This one is super scuffed. So yeah, like coming back to the keyboard build. So the Meridian build is actually by default a top mount, but so many people make it a burger mount, so I just also ordered some like O-rings that go against the screws, which I find not huge improvement. Yeah, sometimes I feel like if a keyboard is designed for top mount and never tried to like be compatible with burger mount, it might not be worth the effort to do the burger mount because it didn't really do a lot. But keyboard, for example, like Satisfaction 75, it has the cutout for burger mount. I think that's the part that you can definitely do the burger mount. So that's my take. You want to have some keyboard design for something so that the mod makes sense. Otherwise, the mod just like a slightly improvement. Same as the PE form. I think PE form is a novelty thing as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm not really into all the new novelty things. But I might try. I just don't find like I will try it for every board I will need to build. How do I like my KFC CE? I think I like it a lot. I still keep it. That's the biggest evidence I like it. Because you know I have so many keyboards, I don't really keep any, like everyone. So the one I kept is definitely a good keyboard as to my standard. So far I think I kept most of my like AL3 keyboards and the keyboard I got from Jackie, like the Bear, the Proto of Piggy, and the proto from, actually like any prototype you got, you're supposed to keep, not sell. So if you're seeing people selling the prototype, it's definitely not good. Matrix is still a good keyboard. I have the 2.0 ad and I like that a lot. Okay, last one. I feel like doing this one is the most regretful thing I do on this stream. Yeah, I like the unboxing of the cow switches and get initial testing. I potentially rebuild my Meridian. And I like the fact of this POM Plate snap the switches in very well. But for this stabilizers kit, the only thing I like is probably the color of the stabilizers, black, very classic. And yeah, my recommendations, don't need to go these stickers, it's so annoying. Okay, so let's see if we can get back to on track. We are going to solder the PCB so that we can build the keyboard, and I will be fast run on this one. And the stabilizers, we put the stickers all here so we can now build the keyboard. Hopefully this paid back. Okay, having so many keyboards, I need to put it around. Solder time. We have the solder mat. I don't want to ruin my desk mat. And we need a fan. Okay. To find where the outlet is. But to be honest, I don't really like the 1.2 OG nowadays, just because how they are still USB mini. which I don't think I have any board so far with USB Mini, and I cannot utilize my cable. So that's why I like my 2.0 at, because they already use USB-C. That's very important. Okay, let me see if I can add filter on the sound. Okay. I'll skip that. So the 0305 is much easier to solder than other sockets, but the tolerance or maybe the clearance is different, so you have to see if your case can do that. And then I think the notably the Brute series from Canon keys are able to do that, and I heard Meridian can do that as well. But for a lot of high-end keyboard that you have really small gap between the bottom case and the PCB, you shouldn't do that. Because in that case, maybe the socket will touch the bottom of the case and causing shorting of the PCB. So you always check your case. It's actually easier than you expect. So you order some from in both Wood and the POM. Yes, me too. I think Competitor is definitely my favorite. The only thing is like it's not very easy to get. So if you can get something in stock which is smooth and long POM and nice sounding, I think this is a good switch. And also I like the 63.5 weight a lot. That's like my favorite spring weight. I usually like try to spring swap to that weight anyway, so this is my perfect switch. Yeah, I would say if I like this switch over alpaca, lavender, or completo, I would definitely say that. Yeah, I won't just like say good is good, but this is pretty much like what I like about this switch. Just wait a little bit after I solder my Uhmwpe socket and finish my stabilizers. Let's see. Yes, I think rushing is definitely not the spirit of soldering. Taking time to solder. Make sure you are soldering safely and nicely with a good joint, because sometimes the cold joint just like make the keyboard not reliably connecting. So you want to have a good cone shape. But yeah, I think I've done enough Uhmwpe socket sessions that I find not very hard to do it. Yeah, it's actually the time that I put in the socket the longest time I spent on Uhmwpe. But I think that's a nicely done part that you can always just do it when you're watching a TV show. So that's what I do. I don't rush to do that. I just enjoy the time I'm doing that. And at the end of the day, soldering time is pretty much like 10 minutes session. And then you save a bunch of time that you need to desolder or try different switches. Or try some interesting combo, like today I probably going to try left side and right side different switch. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe it will feel weird on different, travel, but anyway my fingers are different on my left hand and right hand. So maybe I will find the right combo. So my right hand is actually stronger, so maybe I should go to the longer travel. And left hand, probably go the less travel. So right hand go to the woo version, and left hand go the okay. Wait, which one is actually the longer? Cool, less trouble. Okay, I will check it later to make sure I'm not doing a wrong job. Yes, I think extra PCB are not like you have to do a new build. It's more of like insurance for the keyboard. So if down the road your keyboard died, you still have a new PCB that's lying somewhere that you can make keyboard back to life. So I have a prototype that the PCB died and I cannot type on that prototype anymore. That's so painful, but I also get some extra PCB on the GB, the regular GB for that prototype. So once I got that PCB, I will be able to bring that keyboard back to life. And usually the prototype takes much less chance for a good like PCB going on. Okay. Yeah, I will clean up all this nonsense later time. But yeah, it's pretty much done. Soldering part. By the way, is my like stream lagging or something? Can you tell? Okay, it's okay. Once it looks good, yeah. Let me check if I have any missing sockets. Yeah, everything is properly soldered. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that PCB all gone? That's so sad. The Holee PCB are nice. Yeah, that's a Tesla Model 3 with the red color. I like it a lot. I think the red color of Tesla is pretty much the signature of a Tesla when you ever see that. And there's so many shades of red out there. Some red are pink, some red are like really like too much saturation. But Tesla's red is pretty good. I don't really see some good color like red color out there. So that's why I go with the Tesla red. Like I'm worried the next time I get some car, I don't have such nice red color option. But now after driving a Tesla for a while, I don't think I'm getting another brand. You don't have 60%. Alu half plate is pug. Yeah, I tried half alu half. It just feels so nice when you're typing on the alpha, but also have good support on the modifiers. Yeah, plateless sometimes is too much bouncy, and having a half alu plate to give some support is pretty reasonable. You don't want your PCB to be more bouncy than you need, otherwise your finger will go fatigue after like a day of typing. So I find like the half alu or FR plate is usually a good middle ground. The plaid Tesla, that is crazy. That is so fast that I don't even know if it's needed. Okay, so we need the stabilizers. Come back to the stabilizers again. Hopefully this time is quicker. Which board you can build with plateless? Is that 7V or something else? Because not a lot of board you can build with plateless nowadays. Yes, 7V is a nice option to build plateless, but I find it's too much bouncy than I need. So that's the one thing I find, okay, having plate is sometimes better. But yeah, always try to build that with plateless, at least give a try. Never say never when you haven't tried that. Inks on alu. Okay, that's actually not a really common combo. Yeah, playlist just makes the keyboard sound so nice. It's like cheating code, if I were to say. Okay, now I probably just need the 205G0. I don't need anything else. Okay, yeah, stream goes a little bit slow now. Oh, do I really need record? I probably don't need. Yeah, should be much better now. Yeah, sometimes I find like recording while streaming definitely hurt the performance. So the Holee mod, you're still going to use the 205G0 on the wire, right? Okay, yeah, I don't know which direction now. It doesn't have the traditional cutout to give you the orientation. So you have to really know what the real like orientation it is. Yeah, one day if you don't really need to loop your stabilizers and it sounds good, that's the end of the modding period. But it also gives much more time back to enjoy the keyboard. Yeah, I feel like I still don't really know how to reduce the ticking to none. It's still a hard thing. I've seen that, but the problem is like when I hear the prototype sound, I don't really feel like it's at that level that they claim to be. Yeah, I remember hearing that sound somewhere, maybe from Tempest. The Tempest mod person, Tempest. I think he uploads some sound of that stabilizers. But to be honest, I'm not too impressed by that sound. It still sounds like a preview to me. Unless I'm wrong about that stabilizers. But yeah, the last time I heard about that, I don't feel like I would go that without lubing or tuning. Yeah, either it's not that good enough or Tempest didn't have the best audio recording. Yeah, because I remember his Tempest mode recording is not as good as some other people who follow that mod and try to upload the comparison video later. So that may speak of something. Like you could be a really good like modifier. Okay, how do we call people who mod the keyboard? Mods? Yeah, that was epic. I think it's a good idea, to be honest. Because it's it's actually like how that triggered. It's triggered by like AIO3 mentioned it's better to tape the flex cut of the ProRes PCB. So if tape the flex cut can make some decent improvement, why not tape the PCB? That's like the thought process, and I like that thought process to go extreme on some experimentation, and turns out to be good. And I also see like AIO3 experiment that tape mod himself. Interesting experiment. So it turns out tape the flex cut is the bare minimum to make things sound better. Then if you just keep taping more and more, the keyboard loses its own sound signature. So it's all the trade-off. You want some nice sound, maybe it will lose its own sound. I need to get some Do you already have the FR4 plate? Yeah, if not, I have a affiliate link and promo code that you can get some nice FR4 plate with 5% off. I'm not sure if I put that in my affiliate. Maybe sponsor? I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember if I even put that. I'm bad off updating my information up to date. But yeah, I will share the link and promo code once I finish this lubing. So the website is hypekeyboard.ca. And promo code is Zones. Basically my name without my last name, Wang. He made really pretty like FR4 plate. Yeah, Zones. That's the promo code for 5% off. And he's based in Canada. And he did a lot of like custom FR4 plate to make it as nice as first party. It's hypekeyboards.ca. I don't remember if it has S or not S under after keyboard. But I personally already got like 3-4 FR4 plate from him, and also get some FR4 plate from him for my client. So personally, yes, that's the one. Personally, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I only do affiliate on the places I personally purchase a lot. I don't want to do something that I don't really purchase and try to get money from it. I only do it when I recognize it's a vendor that I want to go with them. Yes, they had a good FR4 plate. They actually iterate different variants, and the latest one they have has like flex cut to make the PCB even flex. Like, I like how he experiments with things. Okay, finally we can screw the stabilizers. 1 hour 20 minutes. I think I spent, I don't know, maybe like half an hour, 40 minutes to just put the stabilizers. Holy mods. So that sucks. But yeah, hopefully it's getting good result out of that. So I will call the time worth doing. Yeah, I also like how all the stabilizers now include all the washers, so that you don't need to buy like 100 or 500 washers and having so many extra left. But my first bag of 100 already running out. Okay, let me hear that. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I should put the switches later to see. Can I imagine for this keyboard, this is the first time I rebuild that. I feel like I rebuild my other keyboards really frequently, or so many times, but for this keyboard, this is the first time I rebuild that. And my taste changed a lot. So the original build is the aluminum plate with Holee Panda switch. And at the time, I'm still a Holee Panda fan. But nowadays, I'm more of leaning again. I don't know, maybe like just jumping from all the pre-built keyboards. I'm not too impressed with the linear switches. So tactile is my favorite. Like I had the Cherry MX clear switch before. I actually probably brick that in to be a really nice smooth feeling. Like I typed that for years. And also the Topri board. So coming to custom word, at first I'm trying to get super tactile, but turns out they are not necessary. Like you can have a really good linear switch. So I didn't realize at first, that's why I'm going the Holee Panda. But now, back to the topic of this stream, the switch we are going to use. Okay, so the left side, my weaker hand, I want less trouble. Okay, so which one is the less trouble version? Okay, I think anyway. Okay, so the less trouble version is the black, the Non-Uhmwpe version. So less trouble left hand. Do you think the Max makes the board sound differently? Well, usually it doesn't make it sound too much different, just because how it's still making the contact pretty nice. But if you're going too extreme, that you feel like, okay, stable is one big factor of a keyboard build, then you probably want to go like solder. And I usually go Max because I'd like to try different configuration over time. I'm bored with one switches and one plate on a keyboard after I use it for a while, so I always try to Max that. But if I really like the combo and I have extra PCB, yeah, I'm okay with solder that in. And the other thing is I can always try different switches with Max. Even I have one type of switches, I can always put that onto the new keyboard. Save my money on different switch to go. Yeah, that could be a lame reason. But also, some upfront cost to save some later switch cost is pretty okay. I don't want to waste switches. So in short, I don't think it changed sound too much that I would like purely do solder. But if you can do Max, you should try that. And if you are okay with one switch is being there for a long time, or if you don't want to spend time to Max, I think solder is still the king of the best sounding and feeling. Okay, all the switches are nice clipped in with this POM plate. That's pretty pop. Yeah, and I like how there are not many bend pin, which is nice, because a lot of times if you have a bag of bend pin switches when doing hot swap or Max, you end up like need time to like unbend their pins. Otherwise you just get switches not inserted correctly. So having switches coming out without bumping is pretty helpful. Okay, the corner. Yeah, the POM plate has such problem because like it's so flex, it might popping out the switches. And I didn't loop these switches. We will see how that goes. Okay, the last few is pretty much the easiest ones, just because our plate are already supported. So the first few were the hardest one. Okay, we got right side done. Now the left side. Same technique. Make sure we have some switches in to support the plate without being like, you know. Yeah. I've seen not once people having trouble making the plates standing with enough like distance between the switches of the plate and the PCB. This is something like you have to practice for a while, then you know how to do that. Okay, should we go step caps lock? Let's go step caps lock. So for POM plate, if you just insert straight, it might not be working that well. Okay, almost there. So I think the Mil-Max socket, if you're not using the latest 3305, like the switch is a little bit like elevated, just because how the top lip is a little bit thick on the 0305 and 7305. But I don't think like it caused any trouble, mostly just because all the switches are elevated the same length, so not likely making a huge difference. Okay, cool, we got done. So the left side is non-Uhmwpe version and right side is the Uhmwpe version. Okay, now we are going to assemble or disassemble our Meridian keyboard. Yeah, now finally we are going to be in the end game soon. So it's the hex screw. So Meridian is a ergo layout keyboard that doesn't really do very different than the normal 60%, other than it has like slightly inward angle for the alpha. It's 8 degrees, so it's not as aggressive as Alice layout. No, I didn't loop, I'm lazy. And also I want to try it out because they mention these switches are super smooth stock that you may not need to loop. So I want to see if people can save time on the loop. And if it's not enough, I can do another time looping them. Yeah, the spring pin could be something that's happening, but yeah, if that's working, let's see how that works. And I can also try to loop some switches and switch them in, see how they sound differently. So we can do a comparison of like no loop and maybe film and loop. Maybe not the full keyboard, but just get some like 2-3 switches looped. Like at end of day, looping definitely makes things much better sound. But if you just loop all switches the same, yeah, I think like hearing the switches stock form is something interesting to try. Okay, so we have some O-rings here. Have some O-rings stuck. Okay, cool. So we got this out. And let's make sure the O-rings are well positioned. And we put, okay, we'll probably just go so the O-ring is for the burger mount to give it a little bit more, how do I say that? So the burger mount makes the top mount less sharp, not really flex. It's probably like round, like make the top bottom out rounded. Yes, it didn't really give too much flex. It's not like the O-ring of Unicorn or the like OTD 356 mini. So this is pretty much like if you were going to stop harshing bottom out. O-ring on the screws can do some benefits here. Okay, so let's move this in nicely. And the flex usually happens onto the plate itself or the mounting style. So the O-ring doesn't really give too much more flex. And you don't want to, you know, like screw all the way there to reduce that rounding effect. Have you tried tape mod? Not yet. I think tape mod is good when you are not satisfied with your keyboard sound, and you can try that. But most of the time I'm satisfied with what I have, so I didn't try it yet. But for this keyboard, we will see if we want to do a tape mod. But it's definitely the novelty nowadays. Yeah, let's see how this sounds without any modding. Like burger mount, I won't say it's a huge mod anyway. So how many keyboard have you done the tape mod? And how do you like it? Yeah, is that making most of the keyboard the same sound? Yeah, sometimes I find it's interesting that people want better sound, but turns out to be the same sound. Yeah, I heard about that. But things like for me, I try to just get different board for different sound, rather than making one board too dramatic sound, too dramatically different. Okay, so this is the keyboard build so far, and we are going to put some keycaps. So the left side is the non-Uhmwpe version, and the right side is the Uhmwpe version. So pretty nice looking, huh? So I'm going to pair with our newest addition to my keyboard keycaps collection. It's the EPBT Wuyin, actually. Okay, I need to find the spacebar. So it's actually in stock job. Did I get this spacebar stuck? So it's the EnjoyPBT Wuyin. It's from KB Defense, and it was supposed to be like, you know, pre-order sometime soon, but they also have some initial like in stock job. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Okay, I just didn't push that too further in, so yeah, that's working now. So it's actually a little bit creamy-ish white. So actually, if you want to check that out with the, this is the GOG black on white. This is the Wuyin, so it's a little bit creamy. Yeah, I think that's the benefit of playlist. Stabilizers are not like the thing that you have to desolder to fix. So I like that a lot. Okay, this could be the first keycaps I've had with Chinese modifier legend. keycaps is a thing that if you enter enough GB at some point, you will just get lots of keycaps. But if you don't enter GB, it's really hard to get something at retail price. Like extras sell out so quickly. Oh, I need second B, so this is not going to be right here. Where's my keycaps puller? Okay, it's here. Yeah, I'm just always trying extras. Yeah, did you get from the designer himself? I think that extra price is pretty nice. Yes, that's the designer. So he's doing good job on selling at reasonable price for the extras for people. Definitely big plus on that. Hello, welcome to the final steps of this typing sound test. But yeah, I have the left side, right side difference, so we will probably see how they different sound, and maybe I will try to loop some switches to give a comparison. Yes, left side is basically the longest pull ever I've ever seen. Cannot imagine how long pull it is. Okay, POM Plate, flex, I like that. Makes this keyboard less stiff. Top on, sometimes you feel like it's stiff. It might be because of the plate material. So don't blame the streamers for top mount sound if they didn't try out your combination that you want. Wobble on the stem. To be honest, I don't really usually like care about the wobble, so that's not something like I'm expertise on. Basically, I don't have a good baseline to speak of that, so I'd rather not say anything. Okay, second row, we need the second B. And some, no, which one should we go? The gray? Yeah, gray is nice touch. Let's go with gray. Yeah, Non-Uhmwpe is longer. It's definitely much longer. It's actually interesting to see that. Yeah, probably like the Non-Uhmwpe version, it's easier to get some out, the longer one. Oh, yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, almost forget about like monochrome version doesn't have mod color pipe and mod color grave, so just need to use this one. Okay, so which one should we go? Okay, they are looking all the same, so maybe let's go function. Yes, that's the function key. Yeah, I like how this cream color or this white gray or black gray on white turns out on this keyboard. Yeah, navy. Yeah, this is good color on this navy keyboard. Cool, so now it's time to do some proper typing tests. And I need to make sure all the switches are working. Or do I? I mean, I trust my soldering job, so yeah, everything works. Okay, let's put our microphone down and make sure I turn off the music. And get monkey type here. Okay, cool. So let's do the typing test. Yeah, basically this keyboard is Meridian top mount, and I built this with POM Plate, no case form, no platform. And the left side is our non-Uhmwpe version of the cow switches, not looped. And right side is the Uhmwpe version. So we have longer pull here and shorter long pull here. And I bet the left side will probably sound snappy, or like more popping here. Cool, so let's see. Yeah, probably just put it here, put it here, so you know what is which is which. And they are all non-looped. Okay, yeah, I think typing together, you won't really hear difference between left and right. But yeah, here's the mod sound first. And right side. And left side. Right side. Yeah, I can definitely feel like the left side is pretty like clacky and loud. So if you aim for like really loud linear switches, and actually had pretty good nice feeling, like even for, you know, like my left hand, like short treble is fine, I would say. Maybe you have to get used to it, but since it's a linear switches, yeah, I think the left side, the non-Uhmwpe version feels definitely you can feel like the less trouble. But if you are trying to compare the sound, left side I probably prefer a little bit more. And also from like, you know, scratchiness, I don't really feel like either side is scratchy. Yeah, so they pretty much like really feel smooth even without loop, but the only thing is maybe the sounds, you will still hear some, you know, like spring noise. So maybe let's just try to loop 2 of each and try to put them on the home row and see how they compare after loop. Yeah, do you guys have time to see how the looped switches sound differently? So the housing and the springs are the same based on what I understand. And the only thing different is the stem. Yeah, we will see how they sound differently after looping. So the looping technique I usually go is looping the bottom housing, and the sliders. Okay. And also the spring end. Yeah, let me show that to you. So the right side is the non-Uhmwpe version and left side is the Uhmwpe version. Yeah, so you can see the non-Uhmwpe version is definitely longer. And also, yeah, Discord has other comparison with other switches, but at least from my comparison with like Compito, Holee Panda, Duroc POM, like these cow switches are definitely like longer pole. Housing material, it's secret, but yeah, I don't feel like they are easy to identify. I'm not material scientist, so it's really hard to say. But I feel like they are not much too different than, you know, the usual like PC nylon composition. So maybe it's still the traditional ones. Like how much nylon, how much PC, it's hard to tell. And from sound, I don't feel like they are for nylon, because the for nylon definitely sound deeper. Yeah, if I were to get one, I will just go to the non-Uhmwpe version and choose your favorite color. I think I like the white stem, but the white stem is the Uhmwpe version, so you cannot really choose the color for that. Then you probably want to choose a good like black color, good color to match the black stem. But yeah, from the stock switch, I feel like either is not the best option, but you know, for most of the enthusiastic, they will always loop the switches. So let's just simulate what's going on after you loop the switch. So they have no stock loop, factory loop. And I think they are already like pretty smooth. So the looping technique could just like increase the sound roundness to make it less plain, I would say. Like just make it deeper if you're going to have the 205G0 on that. It's super long stem. Long pull of the stem. Okay, let's check it out. So very easy. We just need to swap some switches. So let's try swap these two and these two. Okay, now I don't really know which are the looped version. Okay, can I really tell which one is looped? Okay, I feel like this is looped. Just to make sure this is not looped. Yeah, I'm correct. This is not looped. Not looped. Okay, so right side, it's the wool, right? And left side is the Non-Uhmwpe version. Okay, so let's go the right side first. So looped. And non-looped. Looped. Not looped. Yeah, I feel like for the Uhmwpe version, you definitely want to loop. They sound very different. Yeah, after looping, the Uhmwpe version sounds so nice. And feels really nice. Yeah, I don't feel like you have scratchiness on the like non-looped version, but definitely like the spring sounds, and also just like in general, you need loop on the Uhmwpe version. Okay, so let's check out the non-Uhmwpe. Looped. And not looped. Wow. Also sound really different, huh? So I guess the next step for me is loop the whole batch of switch and then try to do another proper typing sound test. So I regret not looping that beforehand, but we should see how the loop really makes sense, right? Because sometimes when you have U40 switch or maybe water king switch, looping them doesn't really make much improvement, and you want to save some time and get some good switches out of door. But for switches like this, loop sounds good. Like non-loop sounds good, but loop sounds much better. And now compare the looped version, the Non-Uhmwpe version left, and right side is the Uhmwpe version. Yeah, I still like this. Okay, so question about Competo. Let's just try to swap them out, and here add that yourself. So S and D are Competo. And DNF at cow. Yeah, I think the position definitely changed a lot, so it's really hard to tell. But just by like looking at these two, I still feel like the computer had deeper sound. And the cow definitely had like really good, nice popping. If you're a long pull fan, cow sounds really nice. But if you want just like deeper and popping, probably computer, but you want popping, nice sound, cow. And yeah, we can also change the Durock POM to have the comparison. Okay, that's the last comparison I will go. After that, I will sign off and having my lunch. It's been a little bit too late. I'm hungry now. Okay. So this is the cow version. And this is the Durock POM. Yeah, they sound very different, huh? Yeah, I think the woo version is a little bit like muted, a little bit too stock sounding, I would say. So if I were rate like myself, probably from least favorite to favorite, the woo version is my least favorite. Then the next could be the Durock POM. And it's really hard to tell from like the Comito and the non-woo version of the cow. So Comito and the cow. Yeah, it's all down to the preference. Like personally, I will probably still prefer the Comito because of the deeper side. But if you really want to make a like nice sounding popping keyboards, the non-woo version of cow is probably the one you can choose. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much for today. And I think the conclusion is I like the non-woo version better. And you want to loop them. And the C3 stabilizers V3 with the like Holee mod by default. Actually not that bad. So that's pretty much for today's stream. Yeah, thank you for tuning in and hopefully you enjoy the stream and I will try to make the switches better for a proper sound typing test. Yeah, see you next time.